Did you know? Japan is fighting one of the biggest problems in its modern history. And the solution has started one of the biggest online debates of the year. People are calling it the Bachelor Tax. The name sounds shocking. It almost feels like the government is punishing people for staying single. But that's not exactly what is happening. The Bachelor Tax is not an official tax. It is a nickname that became popular on social media after Japan introduced a new childcare support funding system. The goal sounds simple: support families, help parents, and protect the country's future. But many people without children believe they could end up paying more while receiving fewer direct benefits. That is why the internet exploded. Thousands of posts appeared on X, videos started trending on TikTok, and YouTubers began asking the same question: is this really fair? To understand the debate, you first need to understand what is happening inside Japan. Japan is getting older faster than almost every other country in the world. Every year, fewer babies are born. Every year, more people retire. And every year, the working population becomes smaller. Think about that for a moment. A country where more people need support, but fewer people are left to provide it. That creates a serious problem. Hospitals need nurses, companies need workers, factories need employees, and schools need teachers. But there simply are not enough young people. The government knows this. If nothing changes, the pressure on the economy will continue to grow. That is one of the biggest reasons Japan introduced its new childcare support system. The government hopes more financial support will encourage people to start families. From their point of view, the plan is an investment in Japan's future, but not everyone agrees. Many young people looked at the news and asked a different question: how are we supposed to have children when we can barely afford our own lives? That question quickly became the center of the debate. Because for many young Japanese workers, the problem is much deeper than money. This is not only about paying into a system, it is about the reality they live every single day. Long working hours, high living costs, small apartments, and very little free time. For many people, dating is already difficult, and building a family feels even harder. So when people hear about a new childcare support fund, some feel hopeful, while others feel frustrated. And that is exactly why the words Bachelor Tax spread so quickly across social media. Not because everyone agrees with the name, but because millions of people relate to the feeling behind it. And this is where the story becomes much bigger than a single government policy. Now let us look at the other side of the story. Imagine waking up before sunrise every single day. You rush to the train station. The train is already packed. Everyone looks tired. Everyone is staring at their phone, and nobody is talking. You arrive at work. Your shift begins. Hours pass, and the sun goes down. But your work is not finished. By the time you finally get home, you have almost no energy left. Now ask yourself one question: when do you have time to meet someone? When do you have time to fall in love? When do you have time to build a family? For many young Japanese workers, that is the real problem. They are not refusing relationships. They are struggling to make them possible. Living costs continue to rise. Rent is expensive, and food costs more than before. Daily life feels harder every year. Many people say they are just trying to survive, not planning for marriage, not planning for children, just trying to make it through another month. That is why this debate became so emotional. Some people feel they are being blamed for a crisis they did not create. They did not create the falling birth rate. They did not create the aging population. And they did not create the economic pressure. Yet, they feel expected to fix it. That is why the words Bachelor Tax became so powerful online. Not because everyone believes the name is accurate, but because it describes how many people feel. A feeling of pressure, a feeling of frustration, and a feeling of being forgotten. But here is something even more interesting. This is not only Japan's story. Across the world, people are getting married later, birth rates are falling, and more people are living alone. Work is becoming more demanding. Technology keeps us connected every second, yet many people have never felt more isolated. Maybe Japan is not living in a different world. Maybe Japan is simply living in the future, a future that many other countries could face one day. That is why people around the world are paying attention to this debate, because it is no longer just about Japan. It is about where modern society is heading. And maybe the biggest lesson is this: loneliness does not have to become your identity. Use this time to grow, learn new skills, build your career, and take care of your health. Become stronger than you were yesterday, because when the right opportunity finally comes, you will be ready for it. Now, I want to hear your opinion. Do you think the Bachelor Tax debate is fair? Or do you think young people are carrying too much responsibility? Share your thoughts in the comments. And if you enjoy learning about Japan, its culture, its hidden stories, and the truth behind today's biggest headlines, subscribe now, because there is always another story waiting to be uncovered.